Gotta have some purple in there. Oh, peachy. Just peachy. Of course it goes stupid today. Why wouldn't it? Whatever. Ever seen something that just feels like frustrating me every time I turn it on? Let's see. Got some phthalo blue. Got some alizarin crimson. That's brilliant blue. Phthalo blue. A little bit softer than that brilliant blue. Not such a woo in your face. Let's see if we can turn that sky just a touch purpler. Yeah, that's better. This is going to be very watercolor-esque, just to let you know. Yeah, that's better. It's going to be more a watercolor style than it will be an acrylic style, like thick paint. Hi, Madonna. Don't know what's going to happen today. We'll see. Yeah, it's one of those things. I'm having a go with the flow day. Would have been really helpful if I put some white paint on my palette here someplace. Kind of makes it hard to soften things up when you don't have any light color paint. Let's see if we can change it right up here. Yeah, it works. It works. Maybe a touch more red. Just felt like painting. Yeah. Having the worst time with buffering lately. Looks like I got something in my brush here, but just. Yep, I do. I do. You can tell. It's got those little speckles in it, but we'll just use those and go with them. Kind of get this to go blendy. Let's break out one of the new little brushes. Maybe a bigger brush. Got some for Christmas. Got a lot of makeup brushes. Won't be long before I kill him. You know me. That brush will take care of. There we go. That's what I wanted. Normally I have a towel underneath my easel. I don't have one today. sure how much of this I can do with just this paintbrush. Let's give it a try, Madonna, and see what happens. Never tried to use a makeup brush for entire, maybe a whole sky at least. Well, I don't know what that is. It's I don't know. It's right in the pigment of the paper, so I don't think it's me. Let's grab just a touch of white. Wow, that's a rush. Let's put a little white in right here. Don't know what's gonna happen. This is a used canvas anyway. I mean, a paper. Something I had already have a painting on the other side of. It is. Sometimes I use them for practice, and then I put a painting on them. I put a dab of white paint over here in the front of my palette, and it mixed in with this, which I believe to be glycerin, and 3 other colors, and it's kind of make this kind of has this like this really cool snowflake effect right now. I think it's an acrylic pour on my a friend of mine asked me to paint this really cool painting, and I have that painting in the works. It is over there. Parts of it are drying. It is going to be a long time because it is such an intense painting. So I thought I'd come on, and if he's got time, he may stop by to watch, or his wife may. He is one of my oldest friends. One of my dearest friends, yeah. Just don't get to hang out with him much anymore. No, actually, I'm just using water. I probably should be using some glycerin or something, but I have a blending medium, but I'm just using a tiny, tiny bit of water and really making it go a long way, you know. Wiping the brush a lot to get the extra water off it, because once you get water on these, they are on there. Let's see if we can make a little movement over here on this side. Sorry about the backboards not being black. This is the one I paint on. This is my oldest easel. Well, oldest that I've gotten. I have my grandmother's now, so I'd say that's the oldest one. 70 years old or so. Maybe we'll touch a little bit of white right here. See if we can get this spot right here to just kind of become non-existent. Kind of turn it into a poof. Let's make a little poof right here. Little wiggle, a little push up, little wiggle, little wiggle. And pull her out on both sides. Go back in with a little bit more white. And I'm talking little. I'm talking like just the tiniest bit on my brush. If you're going to paint this way in this thin layer stuff, don't need to get carried away with the layers of it. As far as speed goes, this isn't. You aren't going to do this one in 3 seconds, that's for sure. Now, this stuff over here I don't care about. Ooh, paper's kind of crackly. Because we're going to take that. A bit more white. Take it with a makeup brush. See what we can do. I want it to be there in the middle more than I do on the outside edges. So that's why if you notice, I'm not really paying super care to the outside edges a lot. I just kind of want it to be there. I was going to do this on Facebook, but I don't ever paint on Facebook. Not sure how people would react to me painting on Facebook. It's not really my space. Chrissy's deer, watercolor only. Jeez. Yeah, see, you're braver than I am, Madonna. I will paint like the donkeys. The donkeys were cool, but not the easiest thing I've done. I'm just grabbing this white. That's in this moon. Kind of stretching it sideways a little bit. Carefully not getting too much. Too much heavy color. If you want to put more color in, put it in the middle first and then stretch it out. But yeah, um, I do have it finally. I don't have a few of the pictures that I was given, but they'll get to me eventually. I just never went down myself. It's hard. It was hard for me. That was the tough one. The passing of my grandmother it devastated me for a while. And then they sold the house, so maybe I just react differently to things. Hey, Josefina, how are you? Like usual, surprise. Especially today. This is a day I don't normally paint. You guys don't hardly ever see me on a Saturday. I think today's Saturday anyway. I think it was when I started today. Might actually be in that bowl right there. I'll wipe my brush in. I just with a painting earlier, and wow, don't do that near your stuff. Get gesso everywhere. Now let's go ahead and use this beautiful curve on this brush to put that nice bright metal in, or at least some of it. How far down we want to go? How far do we want to go with this? Maybe we'll leave the bottom. Switch to a right handle for a little bit. Kind of looks like I could have made a really nice big flower if I tried with this brush. It might be something I do. Because this brush looks like it would make petals beautifully. Just discovered something that might help me out with some of my flower problems. Flower looks beautiful, Josefina. That rose came out beautiful. It's looking wonderful. Of course, it helps when you have such a beautiful picture to go by, huh? Sorry. I just saw somebody in there. I just buzzed by. Sharon. Hello. Nice to see you. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Welcome anytime. Yeah, the only rule we have here is best not to be drinking coffee while I'm talking. You may spit it out your mouth. Just saying, it does happen. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Sorry about that. See that? Coughed on my own joke. I'm kind of a practical joker, so I have made people spit their teas and coffees across the room before. But we paint with just about anything we get our hands on. Today we are painting with makeup brush. Plain old. It's a foundation brush. See, you don't blame me. Foundation brush. Why not? Okay. Yeah, I warned some people that just come wearing a bib. It's just easier. Save you a lot of time. No, we're gonna see how crazy it is. So far, that's all foundation brush. Started a little bit with a bigger brush, but um, and of course, I'm not an instructor. I'm just a person painting friends to enjoy. I will teach you something, probably while I do stuff. I'm sure. But if I don't know the answer, it's a really good chance that some of the people in here are going to know the answers to it. Because I have some of the best artists on the YouTube world in here sometimes, as far as I'm concerned. And we just are a family. We just spend time and have a good time and joke and that's Madonna and that's Josefina. Those guys, that's Sharon. So got this cloud over here. So let's go ahead and put this one over here now that I've got that kind of worked out. Just push and up and push. Remember, we're just putting it right on the tip. Right on the tip of that brush. This is just watercolor paper and water with acrylic paint. Now you can do this with them in the bottom too, but yeah, I got the joke. A little bit brighter on that side than the other side. So I just a tiny bit of. Hi, Chrissy. Okay, saw you swing through. Hi, Miss Nell. Welcome. Best kind. Lurking and painting. Seems like I've been doing that a lot lately, huh? I watched Chrissy's the other night and probably said 2 words during the whole thing. Keeps me off the. How to get in trouble. Well, tempting to stay out of trouble. We all know I'm not very good at it. Is that one painting 52 weeks? Hmm. It's a lot of painting. Not sure that I could do. Well, yeah, maybe I could, but that's 52 good paintings. One a week. Hmm. I'm not sure if I could focus enough to do one good painting a week. Because your paintings are beautiful. I don't know if I could quite. I'm not sure now that I could quite pull that one off. Isn't that crazy? As much as I paint, I'd be concerned about not being able to finish something like that. I think maybe I should add just. I don't want to go too generic in here. So today, you think I could? So today we're painting with a. Geez, I forgot the name of it anyway. Foundation brush. Makeup foundation. Not sure if it's going to work when I get to the house, but we'll see. Did actually draw this picture out for a change. I know that's unusual for me. Uh-oh, I glitched. Anybody else just glitch? I saw it jump. Oh, it's still there, so it'll let me live a little bit longer, I guess. Just trying to get a little sky in here without making a. The rest of this isn't going to take too long, I don't think. All right, let's put some stuff in here. I'm actually not left-handed. That's why. I am not a left-handed painter. Oh, just a minute, guys. I gotta shut myself down and turn myself back on here with my phone. Like usual. Seems like every time you guys and I chat, it does this to me. I'm not sure if I just lost you all. Let's try. No, I am. You're seeing me paint left-handed, but I am not left-handed. I am right-handed. I have injured my right hand, so I paint left-handed for now. It does change. I will paint right-handed a little bit here and there until it gets better. I kind of like this all being kind of the way it is. I wanted to maybe try to blend it all in, but I think I kind of like all this movement in the sky right here. Yeah, well, I got one that I'm not going to experiment too much with because that baby's huge. This is what I'm using. Look at that thing. Yeah, it is soft. It's almost terrible because it's like petting a cat. You just sit there, it's like, oh. That's one of those stress brushes, I think, at this point. Yeah, I painted, I don't know how many paintings I did do. Painted one painting a day, 25 days of painting for a holiday. I've probably done, oh man, I'm losing you guys. They're going to throw me off, I can tell. Because I just started lagging out. Yeah, no tickling. That'll just get me killed. Yeah, I have those too. They came in a kit. I think these are going to be fun to play with, but hopefully I don't lose you all. This thing is, excuse me, just 1 second. I got to mute you for half a second. Click. Think you're back. Sometimes I never tell. Never can tell. Never tell. Sometimes I never tell. Um, Red sky. Let's go with cabins here. You know what? I think I'm going to put the building in because if I don't, I'm going to end up losing it. So let's put the building in. I don't know what color I want to do it in. Probably not black. Probably not. Oh, maybe white. Let's do black roof though. Not really black anyway. We all know I'm not going to paint just in black. It's Mars black and Alizarin crimson. Of course, I can't see that line, so. Yep, we'll be right here. I might be at the stage where I need a moderator. I want this to be kind of a bluer, slate colored. Now, have you heard from Joe? Her eyes doing any better? Sheepdog. Yeah. Kind of the unfrozen version of Snoodle. Hmm. I was just curious. Eyes are a bummer. By that comment, I can't not. I just completely lost where the top of my roof is. How did I do that? Well, I must have not painted it. I mean, drew it. Isn't that a pain? Is it easier for you guys to see me paint when I'm painting left-handed? I didn't even ask you that before. Joe's okay? Oh, cool. I was just kind of worried. Eyes are, yeah, man, that's. We can all, as artists, deal with a lot of stuff. Pains in our bodies and our arms and stuff. But when we lose our eyes, it's, we're not. I'd probably still try to paint, but I don't think it would be quite as fun. Or maybe funner, I don't know. Let's see. So it goes like that to there. So Sharon, where did you find out about my channel? Or am I just not recognizing the name for some reason? We've probably talked 1,000 times, right? Thank you. It's like a nice dark roof. I wanted a dark roof because it's dark out. Um, I don't paint a ton of houses that are close like this, but this was actually it was both Chrissy and Anthony. To tell you the truth, told me that it was actually a conversation was a little while ago, but I should work on some more perspective stuff after my meltdown with Matthew's painting. Oh, okay, cool. I I was like, yeah, people don't just jump on my channel unless they kind of know who I am. I mean, I'd love for people to do that. Occasionally I have a few, but let's put some brick color. I think I'm losing my voice. Spent a lot of time playing with the little one, and my voice is kind of losing it. Kind of thought she was coming over today, but I guess not. Let's put a brick chimney in. So, Madonna, you are no longer the only owner of one of my pieces of artwork. Chrissy's is on her way to her. I sent it out today. Nothing like 1,000 questions from the U.S. Postal Service about what I'm shipping, why I'm shipping all the way to England a picture. And was it a painting? And was it this? And was it that? And that's usually why my wife gets grumpy with me, is because I turn off my hearing aids. When she starts giving me a hard time about something or other, I just turn them off. It's not nice, but it works. Cuts down on arguments. Why? Because it's, you gotta make sure it's not anything. If it was sold, they wanted to pay tax on it. So, Chrissy, it wasn't sold to you. Just to let you know. Hopefully you're still here so you can hear me. That was. I know how it was funny how I got around it, because, like I said, a friend of mine works for the Postal Service and is a postmaster, and actually the one where I'm at, and he knows that I follow you because we've chatted about it. So he said, "Oh, so it's," as he's standing there in front of the person checking me out, he said, "Oh, is this your final exam?" And I looked at him and I said, "Oh, yeah, it's my final exam." He says, "Well, good luck. I hope everything works out." So that's my final exam you're getting. It's being shipped to my art instructor. Whatever. Didn't have to pay anything extra for it. So, and it fit. I mean, you know, that's kind of what you do anyway. So, whatever works, right? We might as well use this YouTube world we live in to our advantage. I was going to do all this in a watercolor style, but then everything started being strange with my paint up there. My paper was kind of buckling a little bit, so when the paper starts to buckle with watercolor style acrylic, you kind of have to take a step back and reassess how you're painting it. Mr. Anthony, how are you, sir? It's nice to see you. Anthony's actually seen this drawing. I shared this drawing with him a long time ago. We had chatted about me painting it and how I was going to paint it. And perspective and all that stuff. This was one of our perspective conversations. He was getting me focused on paying attention to where my finishing point was, you know. I always used to keep him on the board, and he's like, nah, you need to make them so it looks reality. Supposed to admit what? I didn't scam him. I just, actually, what did I do? No. Please tell me what I did wrong. I'll sit right here until you tell me. If I messed up, tell me. I won't do it again. I'll take my beating. Yeah, he didn't. He didn't break protocol. Not one bit. Um, he asked me which one I sent, and he's seen probably most of my work. And he asked me if she had helped me with it at all, and I said, "Oh yeah, yep, of course she did. When she was here." He said, "Oh, you're good." So she instructed me on how to do some things, and it can be used in that pretext. It's just paperwork, really. Do we want that a little darker right there because of where that tree is? Probably a little darker in here. Seem to be taking my time with this one, don't I? It's funny, I usually just kind of throw paint on paper. You guys are a bad influence on me. This whole slowing down the paint thing. Thank you. Take care. Have a great day, Sharon. Be safe. Enjoy art whenever possible. But I did figure out how to ship to the UK. Anyway, where it will be something that I can do all the time. So if somebody wants to buy something and lives in the UK, we're good for shipping. We can do it. We've got it figured out. Um, it was kind of a scary trip, so I wasn't sure what was going to happen. I want to make sure that everything was perfect. Man, I erased that. I can't see it. That is going to be a pain. Come on. I'm not sure that this is right. So I was proud that I painted my 1000th painting. Did you guys know I watched almost 5,000 videos last year? This past year. Just a couple. No, actually, I found a new envelope to package Chrissy's in. Um, Hers is just the watercolor paper style stuff, not canvas. Canvas is super flexible. Canvas might take a little bit more effort to get over there. Um, but, I could have packaged yours a little. I could have put a little more tape on yours. I think I would have been happier. I'm sure I could have found a couple more rolls if I looked really hard. Oh, I should have done that. Actually, that was not even remotely 2 rolls of tape. Um, that tape is strong. That came from one of my old customers. They were going to throw out 3 boxes of that, 36 rolls of that tape out because their machine that they use for auto taping no longer carried that stuff. So they were going to throw it out. And I was like, no, I'm good. I'll take that home. I can do stuff with it. And I have. I've done a lot with it. It's great tape, but it doesn't take a lot of it to make it miserable. Oh, I just heard my name. I just want to get this a little bit. Yeah, right-handed. Sorry about the squeaky, guys. Got that little dog toy in my throat again. Had to go attach a dollhouse to a wall yesterday. Granddaughter decided that she should try to get into the second floor of her dollhouse. You honestly think I would do something like that, Madonna? Actually pack that on purpose to be that stiff and hard to get into? I would never do that to you. Don't believe me. I'm lying to you. Yeah, I would. I'm terrible. You're done with your dog? Is that what you named him, Shep? Three Stooges. I don't know if I really want that dark in the front like that. I know it's supposed to be, but I don't know. Maybe I don't want it like that. I'm just going to pay for a little bit more and then I'm going to have to probably go. And we'll come back to this thing another time. Because I can hear upper management upstairs. Let's face it, yeah, if I piss her off, my life is hell. Just saying. Me, I don't know. I'm doing terrible. Actually, my perspective is, I think, a little off. But I'm trying. Perspective is, it's not a concept I'm used to using as far as buildings go. I'm just going to color this in right here. Go back and fix the rest of it after. I don't get the paint on there. heck? Stop. You guys can't hear that, I hope. I don't know. I think I'm starting to rush myself, though. I can tell. My lines have become all garbage. My paint colors become garbage mud. That's when you know it's a good time just to walk away. When you start painting mud on your painting. So I'm not worried about right here because this is going to be a tree right here. So this mark I don't care about. That's a big tree. That's a big tree. So there's a tree that runs right up the edge of this big spot right here. I think I messed up a little bit with my perspective. I think I got it off a little bit. I think this line is kind of gone hokey on me. I think. I don't know. To tell you the truth, I don't really know. This is not something I normally paint. This is why I don't paint houses, because no matter how much I know the theory, and sometimes I can't. Yeah, she did want to be in that penthouse. She's crazy. She wanted it to be upstairs. She thought that because the dollies could go upstairs, that she should be able to. I gotta paint with this hand for 2 seconds because I gotta pull this way. Let's see if I mix blue, a little bit of the brown. Maybe I can put a little something right here. Let's go back and watch another one of his videos. That's what I gotta do. Switch waters. Oh, Anthony, much prayers, man. Let's just straighten up that line right on the bottom, and then we'll probably call it a game for today. Because I can see that this got carried away. And my hand is shaking so bad that I just messed up my bottom line. Stupid cheeks. Right there, not right there. Let's put a little bit of a dark one right there. Kind of pencil drawing for a minute. All right. Nobody ever knows I'm on, Joe. It's annoys some people, actually. It drives people crazy that I'll never tell them I'm coming on. But that's just the way it is. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm doing. Started out painting with a makeup brush, moved to this little tiny thing, yelled at myself a couple times. Was just about to put in some trees before I put the background in. Ooh, that would have been such a smart move. All right, take a step back, relax. Don't know what color to put back there, so that's not the color. I don't know how that just got on there. Let's go with most of the time I just come on live when I feel like it. It's a terrible habit. Not sure I will ever be able to break it, but block out your last 6 paintings. Oh, I do that all the time. I constantly block them out. Oh, you mean painted? Oh, I thought you meant blocked out like I do. Try to forget them. Now we're going to switch back to a bit of bit of watercolor-esque. Because that's what I want for background. Let's put this thin layer, kind of a bit of a light layer in here. Gotta go thin first. Can't go dark first. Just won't work for you. Unless you're painting darker pigmented paint. A little bit right there, move that around. Let's grab just a little bit of paint. Put a line right there, kind of maybe put a couple little 10 trees in. We'll push this paint up right there. Let's grab a little bit of darker paint. It's just a touch of paint right there. Just put a couple little tiny little hedgerow things going on this little. Just on the tip of my brush. It's not. The rest of the brush has still got that light green in it, but just on the very tip. Just on the very tip of my brush, I have. And I turned it sideways. So we'll just push up a couple little trees. Then we'll put a little dark in here. Back flip it over. It's back being sideways again. And we'll bring it down just a little bit. Don't know, I'm not allowed to think that way. Can't think how I feel. I start doing that, I start paying attention to how I feel for the day, then I'll go take a nap. I don't feel like doing that right now. So, got a little bit of dark right on the very edge. A little bit of a little hill in here. A couple more little far off trees, tiny ones. Sounds like my dog's eating. A little bit bigger tree right there. And just take the dark in a few spots. Just kind of pull it along. Just really manipulating the water. That's with your paintbrush. Heaven knows I haven't even gone back to it yet. I'm still on that same bit of paint I had on here. We're still creating. Little crazy trees right here. Then we'll pull down some more greenery. Grab some water. Nothing but water. Just clean it off. I didn't even touch it with a napkin. Just gonna pull these down just a little bit so there's no big line right there. And we just rub it over here a little bit. Grab a little bit more dark. Come in here. Some water. Let's push this up. Water down there a little bit. Get a little bit of paint, just a tiny bit. So we want just a little transition of color right about here. Sorry, I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm just kind of going because I gotta get some of this paint on here. I'm just using a little tiny filbert brush, so maybe we'll just grab a tiny bit of yellow. Throw a little bit of yellow in here. Change that tone just a tiny bit behind that because we're going to add some darker colors right here. It is, isn't it? Yeah. Been known to be a bit on the crazy side. It's either so huge or it's so tiny. I don't know. I don't know why I do it to myself. I like how it works though. Allows me to move it in places where I can't normally move the big brush. You know, the big brushes, you have to really pay attention to where you're putting them. Where this one I can kind of manipulate little grassy knolls and stuff. And color. Not worried about that part. And I'll paint right up to there. I'm going to come down here with a trunk, but I'm not worried about that. Tree spot right there. Well, it's kind of light right behind this house. Why does the house have a straight edge? A straight edge? You mean on the bottom right here? Or right here? Oh, right here? Oh, there's a big tree that grows right in front of this. Big tree. Probably grows right up to about here. It's a huge tree. I'll be painting it in about 2 seconds here. Once I get this little bit of grass put in before it dries on me. Yeah, it's kind of weird painting this way because it does that to you. You look at stuff and you're like, well, wait, that doesn't go there. It's not the way that's supposed to be. All of a sudden, you get this strange looking house with half a building, you know what I mean? Half a house sitting there, part missing. Because if you paint this thin like I'm doing and if I put something there, I wouldn't be able to cover it with this paint. I can do a little bit, I can cover a little bit of brown, but really I gotta be careful. It's just a style I'm doing right now. That's all. It's just something I'm trying to get my mind comfortable with. I like how I paint with this stuff. Polka dots. You have polka dots? Or is that stupid circle? You got that big dumb circle going around in circles? Yeah, that means I'm about to lose my feed. It's great. I try real hard to produce good videos for people to watch. And I have high speed, super high speed internet here. I have high speed computers. Um, Everything, cable hookup, everything is fast. But for some reason, that once I get out of here, it's funny because everything else I'm on doesn't care. I'm super fast. My son's video games are almost like you're sitting in the room that they're being produced in. Let's put a little something right there. Big spot. The Wheel of Doom. Oh, I don't know. I don't have an answer. Sorry. I don't know what's going on with this stupid server crap. Uh, Ran out of water. Look at that. That doesn't happen very often. Usually I have too much water. Let's mix our chocolate with our paint. Give it a little wiggle, a little twist. And let's do the same over here. This one's not quite as big, but it's also not quite as straight. This one comes in right there. Just a hair closer on that edge. There. And it'll come out. And come out right here. Take care. We'll see y'all later. I'm pretty much done for a while anyway. Gotta let all this dry now that I've put my big trees in. Basically, what's going to happen is it's going to be completely filled in. Well, I can show you, I guess. I can show you with a picture. That's the drawing I did. So I gotta add a couple more windows. Excuse me, window, door, fence line. Kind of dirty all this up a bunch, especially right here in the front. And then this one's gonna be a pine tree. Actually, I think I was gonna do them both in pine. Maybe. This one might end up being just like a big oak tree. But that's what it's gonna look like. That's what I'm working on. It was just something I drew. But I gotta let my papers settle. I'm cold. I gotta warm up. Yeah, probably tomorrow, because this paper's gonna settle down. I keep it super taped. People ask me why I tape my edges so hard with my paper. Yeah, like Anthony, I like that edge. I like his design with that framed edge. But biggest thing is this is holding my paper flat. And it will really stay fairly straight. I mean, this stuff got really wet. You can see there's very little warp in it. I mean, a tiny, tiny bit, but you know, it doesn't get that big curl if you just let it do its thing. But I'll turn it just a little bit so you guys can see it. But that's where I'm at so far. We'll probably add some other little trees in here and some greenery, maybe some rocks. I think my house perspective isn't terrible. Definitely going to have some issues with rotting on this roof because of that trees leaving so much crap on it in the future, but you know how it is. Thank you all. Enjoy the rest of your day. If I don't get on tomorrow, it definitely will be on Monday. It all depends who else paints today, if anyone does. I like watching other people paint because I love to learn. And thank you, Mr. Gray, for helping me with my perspective. I think I'm getting closer. I think I'm looking a lot better than the first one I ever did, which made it look like it was a sticker on a building. Apparently, I can move that roof over just a touch. But anyway, thank you all, and as always, enjoy life. You never know. And we'll see you guys later. Take care.